COVID vaccines are linked to a 27% increase in overall cancer risk, a South Korean study finds. There's a 1 in 1,000 chance that this result arose by chance, says Dr. John Campbell, who we just had on the show. Go watch that amazing interview we did with him. The study used data from 2021 to 2023 for over 8.4 million people in South Korea's National Health Insurance Service database. The sample was split into two groups based on vaccination status. The vaccinated sample was further split into booster and non-booster groups. So we had two groups, unvaccinated and vaccinated. And then in the vaccinated group, they split it into vaccinated people who got boosted and vaccinated people who didn't. Okay. Researchers tracked the patients for a year. The vaccinated group was tracked following vaccination. The results showed a statistically significant higher risk of cancer in the vaccinated group, including what? Including overall cancer. They had a 27% higher risk of cancer, 20% higher risk for breast cancer, 28% for colorectal cancer, 34% higher risk for gastric cancer, 53% higher risk than from lung cancer, which is what the old head of YouTube died from. And she wasn't a smoker. After she censored everybody for telling the truth about COVID and the COVID vaccine.
She took the real vaccine.
Prostate cancer, 69% higher risk in the vaccinated group. Thyroid cancer, 35% higher risk. So the group that did this study was from South Korea, and they used the National Insurance Database and got half the population in Seoul. The key thing is that they've published other studies too, which also showed large issues with the vaccines, and no one else ever did this. The only people who did this study was the people in South Korea. Anybody else could have done this study in any other country, but they didn't, even though everyone in every other country had access to similar large databases. One study they did showed a 68% increase in depression for vaccinated people, a 44% increase in anxiety and dissociative stress-related and somatoform disorders, and a 93.4% increase in sleep disorders. So that's the kind of stuff you're not going to see in the New York Times or the Washington Post or on CNN or Fox or MSNBC, because they're all corrupt. And I don't even know what's going to happen to this video, because on YouTube, they're also corrupt. And they wouldn't let people tell the truth about the COVID vaccine or the lockdowns or masks or even where the virus came from. And they wouldn't let people tell the truth about ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine. They wouldn't let people tell the truth about anything. And then the head of YouTube died of lung cancer after she got the vaccine, and she wasn't a smoker. So they're all corrupt. You think you live in a democracy with free speech? You do not. They're all corrupt.